Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Game for hitting that like button. And the video ain't even started yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all the goats. If you haven't already, please make sure you add me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the information is in the description. All the links are in the about page. Y'all go ahead and click away. I had somebody, if I'm not mistaken, I had somebody email this link to me. They were basically saying that they saw the other video that I was doing about Vanessa, what's her name? Camille Winbush, whatever her name is, and was saying, yo, Deb, I thought the video was crazy. How she immediately just jumped to doing sex work. And here we have this young man who was also in the same show. Again, if you ain't never watched the Bernie Mac show, I don't know what to tell you. The Bernie Mac show was a classic. And again, I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up watching all these shows. But here we have this young man, Jeremy Suarez, who played as Jordan, who was arguably the funniest character on the Bernie Mac show, who basically got a 9-to-5. And it's basically like, yo, listen, I tried to get back into Hollywood. I tried to get back into acting, but nobody will hire me. He said, so what did I have to do? He said, yo, I had to get into construction. I had to get my construction license. I had to start doing this. I had to start doing that. That is the definition of, first of all, a real man, number one. But that is the definition of someone that has, respect for thyself, that has standards, that stands on principles, that stands on business over $1. Because I'm sure he could have started on OnlyFans if he wanted to too, and started making, $500,000, $600,000 a month or whatever, some crazy ass numbers like that. But no, he respects thyself. He respects his name, his brand, if he has one. I don't know if maybe he has other side business on side. I don't know. But that's what real people, grown adult people do. You get active. There's nothing wrong with trying to get back into Hollywood and failing. Things happen. Actors, actresses, singers, rappers, all this other stuff. People career flop all the time. But what do you do after that? People was trying to shame DMX when he was working at AHA. I didn't see anything wrong with that. The man got a 9-to-5. What's wrong with that? He's an average worker such as myself. Talking down on Jeremy Suarez, aka Mr. Jordan, talking down on him, getting a job, working a 9-to-5 is literally like talking down on me. I've been working 9-to-5s. I ain't never been popular as this dude here. But let's get into it, y'all. Let's see it. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
I'm trying to tell y'all I work with Jordan for the Bernie Mac show, bro. Y'all don't be believing me, bro. It's this man in the flesh.
You worked in construction. Then I think I saw you say you worked in the culinary world. And then you did retail for AT&T. Oh yeah, a little bit of everything. Why not? Why not? Life was too long to be bored. And every job that I've done, I've learned something and it's something that is relevant to not only like other jobs, but to me as a person. Like I went on to a construction site. I was scared of heights. I didn't realize it until I got up top. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm scared of heights. And you can only be scared for so long. So after like 3-4 weeks, I wasn't scared of heights no more. And so like that, directly seeing that even something you're really scared of can be turned into something that's normal and something that you can overcome was a great lesson. Like a great lesson I got paid to learn. And like retail, I really enjoyed retail. I was able to really luckily work with like great managers who had a lot of integrity and a lot of, Oh, you were lucky.
No, straight up.
And it was like,
I mean, you carry that on anywhere,
anytime somebody is trying to convince someone or show the benefit of something to someone, I mean, there's that little bit of retail in there. There's that little bit of salesman job.
True.
I mean, a CEO is just a retail person and talk to other CEOs to sell shit. So,
true.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I learned that from there. I worked in the kitchen. My mom does catering, and she's the most amazing chef you've ever met. She's Cordon Bleu trained, and I was working with her, and we would cater for like 70 people dinners. We would do like concession stands, and that teaches you about like accuracy, speed. I mean, there's so much you can learn in the kitchen. Everybody I think should work in the kitchen. Like that's the one I go, okay, everybody probably needs to. And then you learn how to cook for yourself, so you'll never be hungry.
About 2.5 years of
Really quick, y'all. Really quick. And let me run this back before we get to the next. 'Cause I haven't seen this video yet. Before we get into it, first of all, for those that don't know, this is Bernie Mac's daughter. Assuming you didn't know, I've done I think 2 videos on her before. If I remember, I'll put those odds at the top and link in the description so y'all can go back and listen to her story and all those other things. But what did this young man just say? I am so happy. It's such a breath of fresh air when you have someone that's, first of all, comfortable with their skin that they're in, such as Mr. Jeremy Suarez here, saying, yes, bro, I used to be in the Bernie Mac. I was making ABC 1, 2, 3 at that age. Usually, for the most part, the money goes to his parents. And the parents probably was one who started their catering company and did all this, that, and the third. Oh, I'm working retail. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm working my side hustle. I'm sure he has other businesses also too as well. But you have to respect the hustle. There is nothing. It looked like he had a AT&T shirt on. I'm assuming maybe he works for AT&T. I don't know. But I don't understand. What is so bad about this? And why couldn't Camille Winbush do the damn same thing? If y'all remember, this was the same girl who came out here talking about, oh yeah, I told my parents that I wanted to get into the adult entertainment, and your parents said, yeah, we support you. What? Couldn't have been my daughter. Could not have been my daughter. No way in hell. You must have lost your goddamn mind. I have nothing but love and respect for this young man for doing what he has to do to keep the bills on, to keep the bills paid, to keep the lights on, and keep the clothes on his goddamn back. Let's get into the next part. So it looks like this is some sort of a collab, like a collab type of thing, like a collage. I'm sorry, not say collab, a collage of different videos. So let's keep going. I haven't seen this video yet, so let's keep going. And first of all, I'm sorry, really quick. It looks like Bernie Mac's daughter has her own podcast, Bernie's Daughter. So shout out to her. I'll make sure to see if I can find the YouTube channel. If I can, if not, I'll see if I can find the link and then add it to the description. So we'll make sure to give her shots out and her praises also too as well. Let's keep going, y'all.
The most amazing chef you've ever met. She's and there's so much you can never be hungry.
about 2.5 years of kind of just going and kind of beating my head against the wall. And I was like, all right, this isn't working. So, like I said, I just started working. I started working a regular job. I actually was working with my stepfather at the time. He was a construction worker, and so I was like, all right, I can do what you do. And he's like, all right, let's go. I was working as a Boilermaker's apprentice. So basically, yeah, they were putting up power plants. So literally, like cleaning welds and hauling around tools, and I mean, it was good work. It's heavy work, but like I said, it kind of put some hair on my chest, man. It was like one of those things where, like, for the first 2-3 months, they were trying to run me off. I could tell that they were like, this little kid. Well, just, they had the worst jobs for me. They say, oh, board meeting, kid. And I'd be like, what's a board meeting? Go pick up their boards and go take them. The boards would be as big as me. But then I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 months in, they were like, you know what? This guy actually works really hard. I think they had given me, those first 2 months, I was like inside the inventory shed. And all there was just heavy, heavy tools. I mean, we had big old chains and hooks that were like 85 pounds. And during that first 2 months, I cleaned it to where it looked like something out of a showroom, man. It was so, like, I was proud of it, to the point where I was telling people, like, don't go in that room and mess it up. Grown men, don't you do it. So they got some respect for me. They eventually were like, all right, like, come on, we're gonna take you up there and start showing you the actual work, showing you how to weld and showing you how to do all the rigging and everything. And so for the last 7 months, that's all I did, was just like walking around on beams and putting together metal structures, and showing people that, hey, I may be an actor and I may got soft hands, but god dang it, I'm gonna use them to lift shit. I'm not scared, After that, it was working at a barbecue place. I was a line cook. And people asked me, you went from welding to cooking? I said, yeah, at this point, I'm not bothered by being burned at work. So it was just another like hot and heavy gig. And after I did that for maybe about a year, and I believe it was a Valentine's Day, and I was working salad station, and oh my God, it was salads. I think I may have cut open 100 lettuces that day, and I was like, all right, I'm done. All right, guys, I put in my time, boss, I'm out. You know, so after that, I went directly over to retail. AT&T. Okay. I could sell anything. Like if you can convince people.
So again, yeah, it was like I said, it looked like an AT&T uniform.
To change their cable plan, you're a wizard. You're a wizard. Because people really like knowing, like, oh, TBS is on channel 59. Like, they love the familiarity of it. But learning to talk with all these different people and learning how to do sales, that's what I did for the next year and a half.
I always did, always transitioned to a regular job and kind of lifestyle with a purpose of using that as like a fact-finding mission. You go out and you see all of these stuffs. It's like an expedition. You know, you go out and you see the world, and you take it and you make all of those things part of you, and you figure out, oh, okay, this is a character here. Like, there's so many little instances and funny ideas and just great shows that I've seen, and I would have never seen if I stayed in Hollywood. And so I feel really incredibly lucky to have taken that chance, and luckily I had the ability to. That's what I did. I went out and I just lived a normal life, and that was really, it was cool because I had never done that before. I had never had like a normal job. And
shout out to this brother here, man. I had no idea this video was this long. I'm looking at the time, I said, damn, 6 minutes. Shout out to that brother here, man. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. Again, a breath of fresh air, honestly. A breath of goddamn fresh air, man. I was trying to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe for